Alright, here we go. Howdy. I'm Michael, obviously. It's my channel. Um, I just wanted to put out there that starting over at 50 sucks. I turned 50 last month, and over the last couple of months I've lost my last freelancing client, lost my home, and most of my stuff is now in two 10 by 13 storage units. So, still have a lot to pack. I've got 5 days to get out, and I don't have any income or a place to live. So, some of these videos might wind up being from the tent in Maine. I mean, it's colder. As long as I can find a place to live before it snows, I guess. Yeah, it's a lot of places won't hire me because I'm 50 and I'm closing in on retirement age, and so they don't want to put the effort in. Or I'm using sites like LinkedIn Jobs and Indeed and ZipRecruiter for all these remote positions I qualify for, but you also got to keep in mind that thousands of people are applying to those same jobs. I've been a writer, a freelance writer, for 14 years. I don't have any other experience that I could show aside from owning the liquor store and the computer shop 20 years ago. Lots have changed since then, so that's not going to happen. I don't know, so I have an interview at Lowe's on Saturday in Maine. Part-time, but it's a job. I just need a paycheck. I've also put in applications for all kinds of stuff that I don't necessarily want to do, but I have to. Priority one is to make enough money to rent a place, which is going to be extremely difficult because everywhere we've contacted needs 3 times the income. So your rent, you have to make 3 times more than your rent. And in today's society, in the US, that is exceptionally difficult. I did the math, in order to get a small 1-bedroom apartment, I would have to make damn near $70,000 a year. You're not going to do that part-time at Lowe's working the cash register. It's insane. And so, you know, lots of shit's changed over the last 30 years. And, I don't know, I'm a little worried. There's all kinds of things I wish I could have done. I should have put more effort into being a content creator back as soon as my client brought up AI 3 years ago. It was at the beginning of 2023, and they asked me if I would be interested in using generative AI. I'm like, no, I am a writer. Generative AI will never write a single line of text for me. Unfortunately, I lost my job because of it, but I have ethics, and I will not use generative AI in any of my writing. And so, you know, this is a hill I will die on, which is, it used to be just a saying, but it gets more real every day. Anyway, I've got 5 days, and then I'm jumping on a plane. I've got a little bit of money left in the bank, but that's not going to last long. And, yeah, it sucks. I'm going to keep applying. I'll keep applying to all these jobs that I see on these job aggregators, but with the way the economy is, especially with writing, I don't have a lot of high hopes. But I am a survivor. I've had to start over before. Last time I started over by packing everything I had in the car, in a Dodge Daytona, a hatchback by the way. And this time I have 2 huge storage units full of shit, but at least I can afford the storage fee at the moment. Cross my fingers. I'll land on my feet. It sucks. This is not where I wanted to be at 50. I took myself and my job for granted. If there's one thing that y'all can learn from my mistakes is don't for 1 second think you're untouchable, because corporate greed and AI, oh yeah, they'll demonstrate just how touchable you are. And that is on me. That is my fault. I should have put way more effort into Rider Sanctuary, Crossing Colorado, Colorado Plays, all these brands I wanted to build. Between the chaos of my life and me dicking around too much, I procrastinated. And that procrastinated bit me in the ass. And I'm worried. I'm stressed. But I am a survivor. I've had to do all this shit once before. Last time I was able to sleep on Dad's couch, but that was back in 2000. He lives in Utah right now. I could probably sleep on Dad's couch again, but I'm not going back to Utah. Anyway, lots of reasons why I'm moving to Maine from Colorado, and a lot of them are health related. I have secondary polycythemia, which means I produce way too many blood cells. Lower altitude will reduce how many blood cells I create, and they won't have to work as hard to oxygenate my muscles. In case you're wondering, I live pretty close to DIA. The cooler temperature is great because of polycythemia. I generate too much body heat, which means I am extremely susceptible to heat exhaustion and stroke, or heat stroke. So the cooler temperature is going to be great. Lower altitude, I'll be able to breathe better. And I have psoriasis, plaque psoriasis. And anything over 60% humidity is ideal. When I lived in LA for 6 months, my psoriasis went away almost overnight. It was great. So I'm hoping it'll have the same effect in Maine. And to top it all off, I start full-time classes tomorrow. Working towards my bachelor's degree. I'm still a 4.0 student. Let's see if I can maintain that while being homeless. As long as I have internet, I guess. They're all online, so I don't have to worry about it. I just have to worry about the internet. And luckily, there's a library in Maine that I can use Monday through Friday, because they're closed on the weekends. Because, of course, they are. But, yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm going to make this a series, document the process of how the hell am I going to do this at 50. Luckily, my kids are all grown up and they have their own apartments, so I don't have to worry about them. The only ones I have to worry about now are the animals. I've got cats and a dog, and they can't stay in the tent. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. That is for sure. Especially starting classes. I'm going to see if there's any way I can get a glimpse as to what classes, or what my classes need this week, but I don't know. I think I can still do it, and I'm confident that I will land on my feet. And yes, I will be continuously working on my blogs and YouTube channels, hopefully. But right now it's all going to be from the phone, because I have to pack up my computer. I have my laptop, which I'm going to be taking so that I can do my schoolwork. But, man, and my phone's shaking because I'm old. Anywho, that's it. Don't be like me. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't take your shit for granted. Maximum effort in everything. Because you never know when someone's going to drop the hammer on you. And it's going to hurt. So, anyway, I'll see you later.